Beautiful people, hello. Welcome to Dough for Degrees Scholarship Sessions, also known as D4D Scholarship Sessions. My name is Danielle Jeffers. I'm your host for today. And today we're only going live on IG. We're only going live on IG. This is the first time I've done a Wednesday live, a D4D Scholarship Session. In a while. We've been off and on for a minute, but we've been doing Sundays consistently. Hey, thanks for joining. And so if you're new to this and why I'm going to live, let me explain it to you. My name is Danielle Jeffers. I'm the founder of Dough 4 Degrees LLC. DOUGH, the number 4 degrees with an SLLC. Dough for Degrees is a scholarship coaching company where I teach students how to earn scholarships to go to college and graduate debt-free. I graduated debt-free from Virginia Tech last year in 2019, having earned more than $200,000 in scholarships. So I never took out a student loan. And I founded Dough for Degrees as a 18-year-old college freshman in January of 2016, January 14th to be exact, with the mission and the vision to help students all around this world earn the scholarships they need to go to college without having to take out a student loan. And we've been doing that consistently for the last 4 years. We've been teaching students how to win scholarships. I've been doing IG live sessions. I have taught in classrooms and communities pre-COVID all around the United States. I've also had a chance to speak with institutions, Virginia Tech included, which is my alma mater, and several other universities, institutions, communities, government officials to make sure students are getting the resources and the knowledge they need to know how to go to college and earn scholarships so they can graduate debt-free or graduate with little to no student loan debt. Because oftentimes we have the conversation that you should go to college, but we don't necessarily talk about how you're going to pay for it. And that's a huge issue. And so that's what we do at Dough for Degrees. We teach students how to win the scholarships they need to go to college and graduate debt-free. I'm often asked the question, how young can you be before you start the scholarship process? Well, you can be a baby when you start applying, when you start preparing yourself to win scholarships. I'll say it that way. When you start preparing yourself to win scholarships, you can win scholarships as early as middle school. And so if you're a 6th grader, 7th grader, 8th grader, you're trying to figure out how you're going to pay for college. If it's even crossed your mind that you want to go to college, you can win scholarships as early as middle school. It's all a part of you being willing to go through the process, because scholarships oftentimes you'll receive a lot of rejection letters before you get your first acceptance letters. And you've heard my story over and over again. I've told you how I've won scholarships to graduate from college debt free. And I also have mentioned to you that we do multiple things at Dough for Degrees. And my hands are often full with things that are beyond Dough for Degrees. I don't just do Dough for Degrees, but I do go live. I try my best to go live twice a week on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for 30 minutes for us to have a chat, a conversation. It's called D4D Scholarship Sessions. And we take an in-depth look at the scholarship process. I answer your questions. I teach you things. And I also give you an opportunity to learn things that you may not be learning in the classroom. Then on Sundays, we go live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time to do D4D Spiritual Sundays. D4D is short for Dough for Degrees. Now, what is the difference between the two lives? Wednesdays are focused on scholarships. Sundays are focused on the spiritual aspect of life according to the Word of God. So I teach it directly from Scripture. Why did I start doing that? That's what God told me to do. If you want to check out the series we are in right now, it's Obedience is Better Than Sacrifice. You can take a look on my IG page and my YouTube page. But today, we're doing our second Dough for Degrees Impact Interview. What is a Dough for Degrees Impact Interview? Well, simply, a Dough for Degrees Impact Interview is an opportunity for you to hear, first and foremost, from a student we've worked with. We work with students all around the world. We have clients in Bangladesh, China, Russia, India, Italy. We have clients in the United States, Canada, North America, South America. We have clients everywhere. And we impact these students differently. Everyone doesn't come to us with the same problem or we can't give every student the same solution. But what we have learned, and this is something I learned in my own personal process, is a student's success is contingent upon their commitment. The more you commit to the scholarship process, the higher your chances are of winning the scholarships you need to graduate from college debt-free or with little to no debt. The choice is yours. Now, this student I'm going to introduce to you all today, Eboni Bugg. Oh my goodness. I've been working with Eboni for about a year. We put in a lot of work consistently. We put in work day in and day out. She came in with the goal to go to college out of state. And I'm not going to tell her story. I'm going to let her tell it. But her commitment to her success has paid off dividends. And so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to capture her story this Wednesday, so you all can hear firsthand from a student who has not only decided to go to college and graduate debt-free, has worked with Doe for Degrees, but they are also getting an education in the midst of a pandemic. She's going to school in the middle of COVID-19, and many students are doing that. They just don't know how to do it successfully. And she's doing a great job, if you ask me. So I'm going to request that Eboni joins the live, and then we'll jump right into her story. Now, y'all know IG is not my thing. I'm trying to figure out how to... Eboni, if you see the request button, go ahead and hit it. We'll jump into it that way. If you don't, just let me know. While I'm waiting for her to request to join, I tried to click her profile, but it's not allowing me to. Let me see if I can try it a different way. Okay. I just sent a request, Eboni. So I'm waiting for you to accept. Then once she joins the combo, we'll ask her a few questions. What's up, Eb?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I got kicked out the house. She's like, she don't want to look now. She don't want to be on camera. She's like, I'm watching TV.
Don't do that. What's good? How's your day going?
My day is good. How is your day?
It's going great. It's going great. Fantastic. What's life like right now? You going to school in the middle of a pandemic? First semester college student?
Yes, ma'am. Life is amazing. Let me not exaggerate. Life is college. College is life.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been accepted in an honors program, which allows me to make virtual learning humane for me. So it's a lot of discussion, and that's something that I personally like, as well as learning how to navigate the aspect of my family just being around me constantly, especially being home. So that's been it's definitely been a work in progress, but it's progressing in a good light.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's let the audience know about you, because I introed you, told them a little bit about you, but I want them to get to know more of who you are outside of what you do, because you do a lot of great things. You inspire me to keep pushing and going. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you want to take it and run with it, you got the runway. We're going for 30 minutes a day. We'll be done by 3:30.
All right, yes, ma'am.
Cool. So tell them who you are. You're funny. Tell them who you are, where you're from, where you go to school, what year you are, and what you're studying. And I can ask you all these again.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot, y'all. So my name is Eboni Bugg. I go to school at Rutgers University, located in Newark, New Jersey. I am a class of 2020 freshman. I live in Patterson, New Jersey. I can't remember the other questions, but I hopefully. Oh, my major. I am undecided with a minor in social justice, but I'm looking to go in for social work.
Okay, fantastic. And which high school did you graduate from last year?
I graduated from Passaic County Technical Institute, PCTI, located in Wayne, New Jersey.
Wayne, New Jersey. Okay, so you're a New Jersey resident. You go to school in Jersey. You graduated from high school in Jersey. Now let's talk about how we met. We met last school year. You want to tell a story?
So personally, I was looking to go to Delaware State College. But just with me and my family situation, that financial, just relying on them was no good. So I had to figure out another way. I originally had contacted D4D Degrees in order just to help me, continue on the scholarship process. But I started off later in the game. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to finish my senior year of high school. Then, it came fastly approaching to the end of the school year, where I needed to realize that I need to start this now. So I definitely reached out to Danielle and her team about helping me with this scholarship journey, and then we've been off ever since.
Off ever since. Yes, we have. Well, let's talk to them about this. Is something that I want to applaud you right here publicly for this, because you decided to invest in yourself. And one thing, I say all the time is the best investment you'll ever make is an investment in yourself. And can I be honest? When we decided we work together, you were like, yo, I need a return on my investment. Like, I ain't just coming to you and giving you this money for you not to help me win this money that you say you can help me win. But
Right.
we had an honest conversation. I was like, I can help you win. I'll coach you through it, but you got to be committed. Like, I can tell you everything I did. I'll edit your essays, but if you're not willing to put in the work, you're not going to get a return. What
Definitely.
was your first scholarship experience, good or bad? Because you've applied for scholarships consistently. Did you win the
Definitely.
first scholarship you applied for?
So no, I did not originally win. It got cold outside, y'all, so I just forget it. But I definitely did not win the first scholarship that I applied to, neither the second. Um, it was just a lot of, me being focused and determined to keep going, keep applying, keep writing those essays, because I wanted it bad enough. I wanted to go to Delaware State, and I was determined that if nobody was gonna pay for it, Ebony was gonna find a way to be there. Um, so yeah, that's how the journey started.
Fantastic. How many scholarships have you applied for?
Um, Over 50, maybe rounding to 75 now. 75 scholarships within the last semester year to now.
How many have you won?
I don't know, maybe 15, maybe.
Okay. And how much
Um,
money have you won?
um, so, so I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so bad at this.
You're not bad.
16. I'm trying to calculate in my head. Enough 16 plus 10 is 26, 27, 20, about 28, 20, 28,000.
$28,000, and you won that in how much time? We've been working together for it's been in 2020. We started in 2020.
We started, yeah, we started actually. It had to be around the time of pandemic, so maybe March is when
March.
we started.
Yeah, so we're going. It's just 7 months we've been working together, and you won 20. You say $26,000?
26, 28.
Yeah, 28, something like that. You just
Why
said
she trying to coach me like trying to coach me like, God, say this. Like, I mean, I'm from the beginning. Now she want to coach me what to say.
You're hilarious.
What I forgot? Oh, she told me to tell you about my room and board scholarship that I received. Basically, with the honors program, it's a rigorous interview. It's a large group interview filled with about 2 to 3 thousand kids, especially not only incoming freshmen but transfer. And after they do that and they cut out some people, the second round of interviews are personal under 10 minutes. And basically, what that is a social justice program that allows you to not only learn more about that aspect, but also gives you free room and board as well for the 4 years you're receiving your bachelor's degree, or as a transfer student, the 2 years you're receiving your bachelor's degree. So she told me to tell you that I got that too. So I don't have to pay
Congratulations.
for room and board.
Yeah, because
Thank
you didn't
you.
tell me that yet.
Uh,
So you wait till we get out loud to tell me stuff like this.
oh,
That's
oops.
cool.
All right.
It's cool. No, congratulations. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you
I'm
so
very, very
much.
happy for you. How does that make you feel knowing that you're paying for your education with somebody else's money? Like, this isn't coming out your mama and your daddy's money. It ain't coming out of your bank account. Somebody
She
else
in
is
the
paying for you to
background.
go to
That's
school.
my baby. Like somebody produced us. So this is real. This interview is real. This is official.
Oh, you
I'm
crack
sorry. Go
me up.
ahead. I'm like this all the time. Just imagine how our scholarship meetings go.
Mm-hmm. I know. They get authentic versions of me. Here done, here not done, whatever.
I'm telling you.
Facts. But tell me, how does it feel to go to school on somebody else's dime? Like, somebody else is paying for you to go to school. All you did was write an essay and talk about yourself.
I've been. It feels good, and to be quite frank and honest, I'm still going about the scholarship route, but I tend to get a little, let's say, a little careless. And just in terms of like, I'm like right now, I had got a scholarship and check, and I had to send it, but it's just been sitting on my dresser. But because of the fact that I don't have to pay for it this semester because I'm getting a refund back, so I'm just like, all right, let me sit. And then my mother, told me and let me know that, after a certain point, you have to get the check signed in, or so I got to do that. But, it feels great just to be able to personally not have to worry about that. So when I do go on campus later on, hopefully that I just have to worry about maybe a meal plan or something of that small sort where that money can be used for something better. She swears she's getting the interview. Are you getting interviewed right now? D4D is not interviewing you. Oh, she told me to tell you. She know more about the program than I do. She said meal plan is included. So I get enough money to get the hair and nails done that I want to get.
Come on. Come on.
Period.
Period. Let's get it.
Okay, and then they give me $250 a stipend per semester
Wait a minute.
to go anywhere where I want to go.
Wait a
Like,
minute.
like if I want to go get something to eat or I want to go to like the store or something, they give me $250 worth of stipend, of a voucher stipend, as well. So they pay for meal a semester.
So you
I'm
can,
telling
they paying for everything, and you put money in your pocket.
you, I'm telling you, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
So
It's a
now,
blessing.
really, I think I should be set for 3 years. Yes,
That's
yes, ma'am.
So tell your mom. First of all, tell mom to say hello.
Mom, can you come in the camera? No, you can come in the camera. They hear you already. Oh, they said hello though. The people said hello. She said she's sorry to interrupt. She's not,
No,
but
tell your mom I appreciate it. Tell her I
she
love
said
her.
she's appreciated. You're a vital part of this interview. She didn't have to stay on the side. She just want to take all the credit right now. How you gonna talk from the side? I'm so sorry, y'all. This is not even professional. This is not at all. Gosh. Anyway, come back.
It's
All
authentic.
right.
It's all good. But we
Oh
have
my.
done. I wanna dig here because a lot of people struggle with this. They struggle with being honest, and you know how I am when it comes to essays. I'm gonna pull it out of you, whether I gotta pull you by your teeth or pull you by your chest. I'm gonna pull it out of you. Because that's what I know it takes there for you to get the money. They're not looking for an essay that makes them feel good. They're looking for an essay that makes them cry. They're looking for an essay they can connect with because the providers aren't just investing in students to give money away. They're investing in students who will give them a return on their investment. They're looking for someone who can positively impact that community. And that's often reflected in a student's leadership skills, a student's leadership abilities. And so let's talk about yours for a second. Let's talk about your essay writing and then dig into your leadership. What are some parts of your essays or components in your winning scholarship essays that you've repeated over and over and over again?
So I've definitely, and to be quite frank and honest, it was different and it was hard for me to actually because my cousin did die at a young age, and that was a story that I could like it had effect on me, but I could then just refurbish an essay and put that out there. But at some point in time, it was kind of like a lot to say that especially when I first wrote it, a lot to say, man, is this what I want to write about to get money? But then I realized that in writing about it, it was kind of in memory. It was kind of in honor instead of being in uh give me type of way. It's just making sure that, like I said in my essay, that her legacy is known, and that people around the world know it, not just in the city of Patterson, but in places like Iowa and Indiana, where I've just done all these different type of scholarships, and they've heard about the story, they heard about the impact, and maybe with posting the different essays that it impacted and changed people's thinking, decisions, lifestyle, whether it be putting the gun down, whether it be being home at a certain time, or whether it be fighting for change or justice in your community to stop the violence, as well as I talked about personally with my health and everything, how that even was uh, a different time for me, as not only as me being Eboni, but me being a student. I had to realize that my faith definitely grew through that. So it was a lot of talking about God, and I think through all that they saw me. It was definitely a lot of tweaking on my essay, because I'm not the best writer, but it
Yes, you are.
definitely, when it came together, it definitely showed through, the people. So
Most definitely. And Eb, one thing that you reminded me of is pain produces purpose. Like it hurts to go through those things, and I've been honest with you, talked about stuff I had to go through in my childhood, my family members being sick and all that stuff, and how it's even impacted me in my adulthood. But it produces our purpose, and
right.
God uses every ounce of that pain. So talk about how you use your pain to impact your community positively by starting different initiatives and giving back and serving and doing that with your family. Talk about that real quick.
Personally, my best friend, in spite of, personally, in my community, my family has created an organization in legacy of her, creating a scholarship fund, creating positive activities in the community for the youth to be a part of, as well as me being able to connect and direct different organizations to each other so that they can benefit the youth. Because that's usually when I do my volunteer and community work, it's with the youth. I spend summers with girls ranging from about 7 years old to about 14, and it feels different when you know that when they're talking to you, they see you as something, not just as you think, oh, they just see you as like an adult, or they see you as another teenager, but they see you as somebody to look up to. And then sometimes that becomes a um, a huge challenge and responsibility to make sure you're going along line of what you should be doing. But it's something that I was excited and honored to take on, to realize that these 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds was like cleaning me, like I couldn't get them little rascals off of me. I'm like,
Don't do that.
okay, like, all right. But yeah, so definitely those are just some of the things, as well as just trying to get money for different organizations, even in my school, with the a blood stop the blood fair that they had there. So just different things I tried to do.
What's the name of your family's foundation?
It's Nazira Hoopstring Foundation. It's a
Nazi.
nonprofit organization. Nazira Hoopstring Foundation.
All right, I'm gonna type it in the chat. In the chat, y'all correct me. Eb, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, so do you know when the scholarship opens that your family offers?
I'm not sure. Usually, it's for students within the city of Patterson as well, who just whether it be through church or something, somebody just nominates them. So I will look into it, but it's usually at the start of the school year, so around August, maybe September. But due to COVID, I know they didn't have it online. But I've been able this year, they actually was able to split up them and then also another organization called Piffy, so Pay It Forward for the youth. That was actually a scholarship that they gave out to about 10 different kids. They split up $1,000, so each kid got $100, due to the fact that they were committed to listening through the organization's workshops and things of that nature. So, because it was originally just supposed to be two scholarships, but because of the outpouring love that these teams had, they was just like, let's split it up. So, that was something great also.
I love it.
Your people's funny. Oh, that's my people's. They
Those are your
funny.
people.
They my people. They're funny. Love y'all.
Nah,
You
Maria, my
crazy.
friend, she said, "Awesome, congrats again."
Thank you.
Yes, I love it. Eb.
I never met Danielle's friends before. Hopefully you don't just cancel me out. I'm not that crazy. Just
Oh
a little
God,
bit.
y'all see, she like a little sister to me, y'all. If y'all can't tell by now, she like a little sister to me.
You
But
do not do this in an interview. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I probably
but you
won't get
know,
invited again, guys.
yes, you are. It's dope for degrees. You know, I'm lax, so I'm like, yo, let's talk about it. Whatever. I ain't putting on no suit and tie for this. I ain't putting no
I
suit.
didn't
Button up
either. I just
t-shirts. Let's talk about t-shirts, because ma'am, you have an apparel company, don't you?
I do.
And
I
how old
do.
are
I
you?
do. I'm 18.
And you have an apparel company, ma'am? Tell people about yourself. Come on.
Oh my gosh. So Created Unique is definitely a business that embraces individuality and uniqueness, and encourages others to do the same. So for me personally, I started the business because, as you can see, I love apparel tees that say something. Don't do me. Oh Lord, here she goes. But yeah, so that's something that I've been so blessed to actually been able to save my money, because with the fact that I don't have to pay for school now, I've been able to save my money and actually go and buy the shirts, go and make the products, go and design it. So I have big plans for the company. Created Unique. You can follow us at Created Unique underscore. So CREATED Unique UNIQUE underscore. It will show you the website where you can purchase your shirt if you want. You can follow, you can like, as well as I'm just getting the shirts in black too. I can't wait to show y'all. I'm super excited, but that's just something I'm working on, and I want to create it into a signature brand that also has a social aspect to it. For young girls, I would like to mentor young girls in the process of it. Maybe have even like something as crazy as like a retreat or something for a
That's
weekend
not crazy.
where I just take urban youth girls and bring them to the Poconos or somewhere where they have not been before and just experience and work on different things. So that's the dream, and I'm just working towards it now.
I love it, Ev. I love it. We're at 325. They gotta see you. They gotta see you because you are doing work in a pandemic. People think 2020 shut our lives down.
It
No, it
actually
opened things.
started during the pandemic. All of this started
Come
during
on.
the pandemic, which is sad to say. Maybe I need to keep my butt in the house more, because all of this started in the business, the scholarship, all of it. Maybe it's good to stay home, kids. Just stay home for a little bit. You don't need to go out. Just stay home for a little bit. Make sure you
I
guys are
love it.
voting. Can I?
Yes.
I just want to put my little 2 cents. Make
Come
sure you
on. Let's
guys
go.
vote. November 3rd is the election day, as well as I don't know for New Jerseyans. I'm not sure about around the state, but October 31st is the last day to fill out your census form. It takes less than 10 minutes. All you have to do, they have it in. You can call in and you can have it in 13 different languages. This is how you get adequate funding for your city, for your community. In terms of school funding, they need to know how many people are living in a house so that they can give more funding depending on if it's overpopulated. And everything is covered through your safety. So if you have undocumented people on here, you're covered. Nobody will ever know. You just have to make sure that everybody's accounted for. And that's all how you get adequate representation as well. The more people we have in the state, the more representation you get, whether it be in Senate or representative or whatever the case may be. So make sure you fill that out. The deadline is October 31st. And like I said, it takes less than 10 minutes. You can do it online or you can call in, and they have it in 13 different languages. So it's no excuse, guys.
You better tell them, what don't you do? Come on. You out here community committed. Let's get it. Let's get it. I love it.
Yeah. I'm not getting invited back. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yes, you are. I'm so
I'm a little
proud of you.
crazy. Just a little
They need to
crazy.
see your light. It's shining bright. Let them see your light.
All right, let's not see the lace front. We don't need to see the
Here
lace
she
front.
goes. All right. Diverting from that because she about to cut up on this live. She
Ah!
about to cut
You
up.
said the light, and all I thought was the lace front. I'm sorry,
Here
y'all.
we go.
I'm sorry.
A couple
I act
things
like
before
this
we
all the
close out.
time.
I know you do. It's all good. I'm gonna invite you back. Um, they're gonna follow. They're gonna see parts of your journey as you go through college. But I think what's so important to touch on, much love. I want to touch on too. What advice do you have for a student who was once in your shoes? So someone who wants to go to college, their parents can't pay for it, and they don't really know what to do. What advice do you have for them?
Um, you belong in college. That was one of my scholarships. It was hashtag we belong in college, and if you want it bad enough, you can get it. It just takes your drive. Nobody's going to motivate you to do something that you desire to do. I desired to be at Delaware State, and even though I'm not, thank God it worked out best for me anyway. But in the in the aspect, if you want it bad enough, go and get it, and don't let anything stop you. I didn't let a number of how much the tuition was stopped me, because I was determined to go. I was like, I'm going to keep filling out. I'm going to keep filling out, even with my business. People were saying like, oh, I don't know, it's not smart, recession and all that other stuff. But I had to figure out, I had to do my research because I wanted it bad enough. Find that desire in whatever you want to do and pursue it relentlessly. So that's my
You
spiel.
better preach. Come on with a sermon. And the second question I have for you, for a student who wants to use dough for degrees, I'm asking you two questions on this. How would you prepare them to work with dough for degrees? Work with me specifically. How would you prepare them?
One, prepare, you need to prepare by one, like I said before, wanting to do it. It's all about a want. If you don't want to be financially debt free in terms of scholarships and stuff like that, don't waste your time. It's a extremely good bargain for your deal. And, especially with, it's like more so like I had to make sure I aside time maybe once or twice a week. So if you know you're busy like that, maybe it's time to move things around where you say Wednesday is just going to be my day, no activities, no nothing, where I focus on setting up for dough for a degree. So it's, for one, having that desire, and for two, moving stuff around and being open to whatever she tells you to do, because she has the results that you want. So so that's why I had to humble down and listen. She had the results that I want. So when she said, all right, we got to bust this out this week, it was, Ebony, take the time to do this week, because you want to be at the place where she is now. So basically, that.
100%. And the second question, how can we improve at dough for degrees? How can I improve?
I think one thing is more so, I don't know, that's a hard question. I was thinking in my head. I didn't get to shoot the question, y'all.
No, you didn't.
But I think one thing was, I don't know, because you guys were great in the aspect, and I think the part about it, maybe, I don't even, that's a tough question. And I
Be
usually know
honest.
what to say. I just be, no, not, because the thing about it was, a lot of the times with me, it was basically, like, I would have the essay just done before, she came in. So it wasn't like I needed the essay always proofread it before then. So for somebody who's on top of that, maybe having more people proofreading the essays. And for me personally, I didn't need a push, but sometimes I needed a push. And for people who actually come motivated and drive and ready, I think, for example, like this is perfect only because she she's busy. She don't have time to just look up on y'all. So I think also I had to learn how to motivate myself so that I can, get certain stuff done. So if you don't come with that already motivated mindset, it could be a problem when she, hits you up at 3 o'clock, and then she got another meeting at 3:30 or 4 o'clock, and you like, I'm sorry, if you don't have your work done, we can't do nothing. Like, so those are just a couple things. But you guys were amazing.
I appreciate you. Before we close out, anything you want to add?
Now just follow me at Ladybug973. It's up there somewhere. And then you can also follow my business page, Created Unique _. Just follow and like all them pictures. I appreciate it, y'all.
She is so funny. Y'all follow her, support. Y'all stay tuned. If you want to see more of Ebony, let me know in the comment section. I'll upload this to YouTube. We are so glad that you joined us today, Eb. I love you. Continue to do
Love
your work.
you.
And I'm going to talk
Thank
to
you,
you this week.
guys. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I love you. All right. See ya.